on this episode of Outback Buck Shack.
He offered to film, so on a Monday we made a quick plan, and we ended up jumping in a truck at the end of the week. We called it the caribou buck, and he was just an amazing, and his rack was great, and he was actually a pretty young buck.
My opinion, that deal right there, you do what you can to go after it. Big buck, big buck, big buck, big buck.
This goes out to all them hard-working Americans out there. We got you back, baby. Let's kick this thing, boys.
New York season ends. We end a little bit earlier than some other states, and I was debating on whether or not I wanted to try and go out to Ohio because in 2018 I had actually lived out there. I was working on a project and had a farmer who let me hunt it.
When James was living in Ohio, he was always sending me pictures of these monsters, especially one, the caribou buck. I don't know anything about James' Ohio lease. I've never been invited down there.
Finally get a text from James. Man, you gotta see the bucks out here in Ohio. And I guess, guess my invite got lost in the mail.
I didn't get invited to Ohio this year. Did you?
You guys didn't even invite me hunting this year.
Since our deer season ended, I thought, you know what? Justin, he's got the weekend off. He offered to film. So on a Monday we made a quick plan, and we ended up jumping in a truck at the end of the week. Heading to Ohio, waiting on our driver. We're almost ready. Forgot a few things. Be right back.
Loud thunder, heavy rain, thin line between joy and pain. It's a long, strange trip, it's all insane. You ain't never gonna be the same. Living life through the night, thin line of a lightning strike. Sometimes the only light when the moon is tucked away. Pistons pumping, minds are racing. It's hard to sleep, man.
So we make the straight shot. We get in there, we go right to the field, we park in the field, we sleep in the truck. We wake up in the morning, nice and cold, and we have one play because we don't have any scouting on this property for this year. We're just going based on what we'd had the previous year. So we get down to the first location, and we really don't have any morning activity whatsoever. Really not the greatest weather, so we decide that we're going to get down. We're going to go scout a couple areas around the edge of the field and kind of regroup for the afternoon, plan out what we're going to do for the rest of the weekend.
All right, well, we squashed this morning. It's raining. We went to the spot we knew we could get into this morning without really having a scout. So we actually want to try a different spot for the afternoon. Makes a little more sense. With the corn being cut down, really we're figuring they're going to be coming out of this wood line over here. Less movement into the cornfield. So we're going to sit here, eat a little bit, hang out, see what this rain does, and then we'll get out and scout around, see about the afternoon or maybe in what we do tomorrow.
Strike is sometimes the only light when the moon is tucked away.
This rain just hasn't let up, so this is the most it's let up all day. So we jumped in the ground line.
Last season, I had some amazing trail camera pictures. One we called the caribou buck, and he was just an amazing, and his rack was great, and he was actually a pretty young buck. So we were only thinking, okay, what's another year gonna do for this guy? So our hopes were very high. I will say that I was not gonna be too selective in my shooting.
My opinion, that deer right there, you do what you can to go after it. You know, you don't always get opportunities to hunt monsters like that.
Alright, so it's Saturday the 25th. We're set up on that spot we found yesterday. Got a better tree, better setup. We can see back into the wood lines, we can see them come a little bit better. A little bit of rain this morning, hopefully it's going to fade away quick. And should be a nice day to be out.
Loud thunder, heavy rain, thin line between joy and pain. It's a long, strange trip, it's all insane. You ain't never gonna be the same. Living life through the night, thin line of a lightning strike. It's sometimes the only light when the moon is tucked away. Loud thunder, heavy rain.
I don't even look for the buck, I look for the damn camera. I figure who's got the camera, ain't nothing there. Just had a crazy, like 15-20 minutes. So I was standing here, and back in the wood line, I saw like that flash around, 3 or 4 does, and they were moving pretty quick. All of a sudden, our herd of deer came running out. And in that, there's 5 bucks in that group. You know, they're 450 away, so really hard to kind of tell what they were, but just awesome to get to see.
Because he was standing silhouetted on top of the hill in the field, and that was the only time we ever actually got a live look at him. So here we're going back to Ohio, and that's what our dream is. We have high expectations. Ohio bucks, everybody's seen them. We were hoping for a monster.
Out here it ain't man, but the law of the land, y'all. Quick on the draw means a buck on the wall. It's a turkey call.